Hi everybody, it's Sam. Today I'm just going to do a quick video about support for mental illness online, and I'm going to talk about my email list, and all 4 of them will be posted in this description. The 2 most important ones are for general email lists for anyone in general that has a mental illness. Just started these yesterday with my friend Carol Ann. Hi, Carol Ann. And they are for anyone that has a mental illness. It could be anything: depression, anxiety, PTSD, DID, eating disorders, anything that you're going through. So that people that know, I do have a bachelor's degree in counseling. That doesn't mean I'm a therapist at all, and I'm just me, and I go through my ups and downs. And but it does mean that I know a lot about psychology, and I know a lot about therapy, and if there's something I don't know, I'll look it up. And and my friends have been my friends for a while, and like Carol Ann, that helps me moderate, is really good friend, and she's done this for a while, moderating email lists. So anyway, so if anyone is interested in those, one of them is called A Safe Place, and one of them is called Living with Mental Illness. They're basically the same. Just the two, like, she created the one and then I created the other one, and anyone can join whichever one. Hopefully we'll get a lot of good members to both of those lists. And the 2 other lists, of course, I've talked about on here is Blind Mental Health and Disability Haven. And Blind Mental Health is for anyone who's blind or visually impaired and has a mental illness, and that's been around since 2012. And Disability Haven is for anyone who has a mental illness with any kind of additional disabilities, and that one I started a couple months ago. So if anyone's interested in those, I'll post all the subscription links to all 4 of them. It's easier to just do the subscription link because I've tried to post like the group's IO page, and then someone says like, oh, the link doesn't open, and at least this is like the email that you send. You just send the email, and then you just, it'll give you like a confirmation, do you want to subscribe to this, and then you hit reply, and then that's it, and then you'll be on the list. And so yeah, other than that, I just wanted to say I'm kind of disturbed at some of these Facebook groups that are for mental illness, because I've tried like Forum, like I tried Psych Central, and it was okay. I mean, there were some judgmental people on there that thought that they knew, just because they had were stable and everything else like that, they thought they had the right to tell everyone else, how to do therapy and everything. And the Forum was hard to use with my screen reader, scrolling through things and everything else like that. And then I've been going on Facebook groups, and to see if I could let anyone know about my email list, basically, and just see what they were like. But these groups have like thousands of members, and I don't know how anyone can ever moderate that, even if they do have a few different admins that sometimes are on and sometimes not. It would just be so overwhelming. The other thing I don't like is a lot of the people there just always post about, I'm depressed, and like, I want to self-injure and stuff. That's all they're posting, but they're not really posting about, themselves in general. It doesn't seem like there's a way to really get to know these people, other than like random, all these people saying like, I need a friend, like like I said, I want to, I want to kill myself, all this stuff, and it's like they don't really, you don't know anything about them except for that, because like, I don't see anything about these people like, posting anything else really about themselves. And on my list, the first thing I do is to have people fill out the survey, and it asks about your diagnosis, and it asks about stuff like that, but it also asks about your hobbies and everything else like that. So when you come in, you're talking about your diagnosis and stuff, but you're also saying something positive, about what you're into and stuff like that, so that people know who you are. I never just let someone in without them doing this survey. Or I as soon as they subscribe, I have them do the survey. And if they don't do the survey like in a timely manner, if weeks go by and they don't do the survey, and then I either tell them they have to do it, or if they're not posting, then they have to leave because I don't like lurking. But anyway, on back to the Facebook thing. So it's just crazy. And then the other crazy thing was, the people on there are posting pictures of their self-injury stuff, their cuts and scars, and I don't know what else, and it's like, oh my goodness, I'd never even heard of that, people posting the pictures, and somebody was like, oh, well, it's for their healing, sometimes they need to take a picture of it or something. It's like, well, that's fine, but like, why are you posting it on like Facebook? I don't know what that's about. So, and I'm pretty, it seems like whenever I've tried to introduce myself on those groups, my post with within an hour literally gets like bounced way down the list, and like nobody ever responds. So I basically have posted my email list information and literally been like, okay, if you want a smaller group than Facebook, like maybe you can join this and it's really safe. And some people are like, well, I don't want to give out my email address or have people access my email address. It's like, well, that's fine. Maybe you just make another email address that's like on a Gmail or something just for the list, because that would keep email from the list in a separate thing from your regular email if you wanted to, so it doesn't get so overwhelming. And then also, people can go on no mail and then just go, they don't get any email and they just go on the website and they can do they can reply to posts that way. Although I don't know how blind friendly the website is just replying like that, because I've never done that. I've always used email. But it's safe. It's nobody on here is going to like take your email or do anything with it. I mean, people are like who they say they are on my lists anyway. Like, I've known these people forever, well, since like 2012, and they're really cool, and like obviously like I'm not some weirdo, like this is me, la la la, I'm not some other person. And I just have good intentions in trying to help people. So I will put the links in the description for people to subscribe. And if you just want to share this video with people that you think might benefit by it, please feel free, and then as much people can know about it as possible. Okay, have a good night, everybody. Bye.